Good evening for some of you, good morning for some of you, and good day for some of you. Does it make sense? It doesn't matter. Time is changeable, right? Okay, so I'm Aurena Agatifula. I'm a healer, I'm a seer, I'm a multidimensional being. I'm the admin of the Arcturian group. Today I would love to talk about the galactic federations. To be honest, most of the posts I take down. Why? You know, so many people are posting about stuff and saying stuff and are so sure about it. But now my question to you is, hi Gregory, my question to you is, whatever you say, whatever you believe, where is the source coming from? Why do you believe it? Have you read it somewhere? Most of the information out there are just read in a book. The information I'm sharing with you guys are not from a book. They're from something I experienced, from something I have seen. I have spoken to people and done my research. So my question to you again is, if you talk about the, I don't know what, Ra book and Law of One and I don't know, some more books which are posted a lot, which I've never read. Do you actually go out in the world and do your research? Do you like go on the internet and do your research? Or do you just believe what's written in the book? And even about the Galactic Federation, there's so many channelings and so many posts and you just believe everything. And now my question to you is, now talking about the medbeds, okay? I promised I will do a medbed live stream and I don't think I have done it so far, so I will combine it now here with it. There's something called the Pleiadian healing medicine medbed, okay? They say it comes from the Pleiades, but who's saying that, to be honest? If I communicate with the Arcturian beings or if I connect with the Andromedans, whoever comes through, it happens naturally. It comes when it's needed. I don't force it. I don't push it. And they're very gentle. They don't force information onto anyone. Even a good healer, a good teacher will never force information onto you. Never ever. They don't say, this is how it is. This is going to be done. And blah, blah, blah. No. They will say, okay, this, and then they say, try it out, believe it or not, find it out yourself. They will never push, never ever. And most of the channelings, they're like, oh, this is how it's going to be. How can it be? I'm sorry, we are in 2022. The times are shifting so many times. One timeline is shifting in one day so many times that you cannot predict anything. And that's why it's so important for humanity to trust yourself, to trust Source, and to connect with yourself. And this is why I'm teaching people not to listen to me, but to trust your heart, because I just want to guide you to trust yourself. Even if you go another direction after you spoke to me, I don't care, to be honest. All I want you to be in your own presence, in your own source, that you're not lost in the middle of nowhere, that you can always trust yourself and that you can trust your guides and that you can trust your soul. So those channelings from when they say the medbeds, I said in one live stream, I don't want to be in one of those medbeds. I do believe that humanity are most amazing healers, and the ultimate healer is Mother Earth, is nature, is the energy which is alive. Yes, I do take advantage of technology, but not most of the time, very seldom and very rare. Why? Because technology has a frequency which doesn't come from the heart space. Even technology like medbeds and those frequencies, I don't know how you call them in English, something like Halian stuff. I have tried it, I'm very sensitive, and this technology is always connected also to the owner, okay? So the owner's frequency goes through that technology of medbeds and whatsoever. And if you have watched Matrix and you have seen in what kind of funny, weird beds they're lying with this liquid stuff and stick with the tube onto the neck, this is what the med bed reminds me of. And what happens if someone puts me in this med bed and someone locks it down and then they just do whatever they want with me? No, thank you. I'd rather go to a human being, or I go in nature and then I get what I need, to be honest. So no, I don't believe it's from the Pleiades, and I don't want to be stuck in this weird thing, okay? I don't want to. And I believe in frequency, which is universal, and it works and it happens, and I've seen it. I had like this huge major neck pain that was many, many years ago, and I couldn't move my head. And I went to see my friend. I said, please, I have so much pain. I went for massage and nothing is helping me. I'm not going to the doctor, which I'm not saying you should not go to the doctor, okay? That was just me in my opinion. And no, I'm not a doctor, but I have studied a lot about Ayurveda and different herbs and medicines and stuff, and I grew up with that, okay? So then we did this 2-point quantum healing, which is connected to the quantum physics, which has been there on the market way many more years than Dr. Joe Dispenza is talking about, okay? He's just good in marketing, to be honest, but he's just using the knowledge which is already out there, okay? So I said, Illuminati in your face. So she did that, and within 5 or 10 minutes I was able to move my head, and I have seen it so many times. Energy which is just out there in the space can just change your life. You don't need all this weird technology, but it's good to have new technology which supports humanity, but always look into it. And when I was talking about the galactic federations, most of the channelings, they feel full of like, this is how it is, and it's a lot of information which is to me already clear, which doesn't make sense, which is like not a channeling to me, which is just, yeah, maybe I'm judgmental. Sorry, but no, not sorry. So I'm telling you again, a channeling doesn't mean you have to change your voice. It doesn't mean you're changing your way of moving. Like Bashar, maybe he's good, maybe not, but I find it very weird that he talks in a very weird way, because I do get a lot of channelings. I don't change my voice. Yes, when I have different clients and I give them information, those information change, like the structure, if it's more for the brain, or if it's more like energy, or if it's more like a visual explanation. So yes, that changes. I'm not going to change my voice into a total different personality. Why should I? Source works through me, right? It can be all natural. This is what I believe. Spirituality is just natural. It's just being you. So again, I'm saying, don't believe everything which is out there. Trust yourself, trust your heart, go inwards, do your research. Do you really want to go nuts and create? Okay, another question to you. Are you reading a book because everyone is reading it? Or are you really, truly reading it because it came to you? Are you reading a book because someone gave it to you and said, you have to read it? If you don't read it, you're like out of fashion? I noticed that many things which happen right now out there in the world, which is total cuckoo and crazy, is just out of fashion. So can you just stick to yourself? Can you just trust yourself? And can you just be truthful to yourself? And even if you don't go with the fashionable trend that you might think you might be left alone and no one loves you, or maybe they reject you, can you just overcome that fear and be truthful to you and people around you and say, no, right now this is not for me, but maybe later. So for me, it's not, I don't want to be in a bad bed, so I will not promote that, but the information is very interesting. And yes, it's amazing to work with the frequencies. But what I did is, when I was in Brazil, they have those amazing chakra light bulbs, which they work with frequency and light and colors. But I could get up anytime, it was all open, it was in nature, and I always had the freedom to leave if I wanted to. In a med bed, in this weird capsule, you're not going to have that. So the question is, what kind of institution is it? Are you going to feel good in that? And do you trust the people who are behind it? And do you really believe it's Pleiades? And the same thing is with the Galactic Federation. I spoke to Ashtar Sharan, it was many years ago, actually he spoke to me. And that's good to be out of trend, because sometimes that's the trend. So I have recently done a Delta Bliss meditation where I saw a lot of symbolism. Actually healing me showed me, yes, exactly, that's how it is. They come naturally to you and they will help you naturally. Your soul will do that if you're ready for it. What I wanted to say is so Ashtar Sharan, what he did is, because I didn't have much connection with the Galactic Federation, I do believe in those ships, and I believe in being a commander, and about the spaceship Athena, definitely I have gotten proof, okay? So, and then he spoke like really fast to me in the way of thinking. It was like telepathy. And I was like, what the heck is going on? I said, why do you talk so fast? And he said, I'm going to talk to you so fast because you will switch in your mind, and then you're overthinking everything, and then you will not get the message. And then I started laughing. But it was so gentle and so caring and so loving that I thought, wow, Ashtar Sharan, okay, fine. If I will talk to you again, it will happen again. And it happens. And I just wanted to share this with you, okay? So not everything has to be extraordinary. It can be just very simple in a way of thoughts, in a way of feelings and emotions. That's how they connect with you. It's not always this crazy outburst of excitement, okay? It will be like a bliss to you in your heart and your soul. I see there's a lot of diabetes technology that reads blood sugars and tell if you are going high or low. I don't like the thought of having something attached inside my arm. My mom has blood sugar, but she has this pencil stick, and then she gets the blood to measure it. But behind this blood sugar thing, it's actually something which is a modern, I call it sickness or this disruption, because it's about, are you able to enjoy life? Your pancreas is not functioning well. It's about the insulin. So the question is what you eat, what is in your ancestral heritage, right? Because you can cure it even in Ayurveda with certain herbs and plants. So there's a cure for everything in nature. That's the saying. That's the first rule. There's a cure for everything in nature, okay? So I love you guys very much, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.